Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Ooh.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back to
Bracket
GoGameGo.
All excited. Stuart, do you want to do your box openings before we start the?
Yeah, but she just left. Are you coming back?
What the heck's going on over there?
She's like, I'm gonna go shopping, but you want me to stay a little bit and we'll do this unboxing? I'm like, yeah. Are you coming?
Hello.
Hello. Bracket show.
I'll tell you what, I'm pretty fired up about our runners-up list.
Oh, yeah. The ones that didn't quite make it, the honorable mentions. That
right.
There'll be some heartbreakers. There'll be some heartbreakers. There always is.
There's basically 100 of them. So I'll probably just give like the top 20 or something.
Yeah, I hope 32 of those aren't all mine. I'm assuming it's not because I know Johnny Quest will make the list. So,
we shall
all right,
see.
You ready?
Oh, am I back?
Well, yeah. He goes. You ready for your? You want to do your unboxing? I'm like, yeah. Where'd she go?
She's ready for her close up.
She's ready for a close up. All right, so we got a TeePublic bag here. Ooh. So I did a huge order, of course, because I'm a narcissist, I guess.
I'm not gonna disagree.
Yep.
Kirk Bradshaw, PJ Smith, Blake Snow, Saviter.
After Slappy's amazing artwork.
Television Gamer. Hello.
Television Gamer.
We can't see what you're unboxing.
Wow, that's cute.
I'm criticizing.
Wow, director.
JD will be here in a little bit. Blake Snow.
There it is in royal blue and a ladies
nice.
and a ladies V-neck tee.
That's why I'm here. That's my shirt.
She's just here to get her shirt and get the hell out.
That's it. I got stuff to do. I stole your line.
And everybody else is like, we got a bracket to do. There you go, honey. There you go. You're all ready. You want to put this? You want to put this on and go to the store with it?
I totally will. Hold on.
Yeah, let's not do that. Although it might get us a few more subscriptions.
That is awesome. The ice trick too.
Yeah, I wanted it to match the type.
Now, has she seen that before? The likeness?
Yeah.
The likeness to the Vikings too.
Very inky.
Very cool.
There's my long sleeve tee. Had to get one of those.
Sleeve.
I was going to get a hoodie, but I thought the long sleeve tee would be good. And then I had to get one for my son's birthday.
Mirror image.
And I had to get one for you.
I have two of them.
She got a hoodie. And then I have the white tee, which I'm going to tie-dye.
See how good the blue looks with the main line? I can't even. It's got to be me. You got to flip to mirror. This is killing
Settle
me.
down.
Bye.
And I blue looks nice. Thank you, honey. She did that to me earlier. Do that again. She did that to me earlier today when I was walking down the hallway with my headphones on. And she'd been out with the dog for a walk. And all of a sudden, there's an arm at the end of the hall just going,
I know you can't hear me. Come in.
Like, I don't know what's worse. I just had to laugh.
Kirk, did you get on the log flume? I'm curious.
JD!
Hey.
What's shaking, guys?
Oh, wait a minute. Where'd Kirk go?
Smith? El Torso.
Another legendary unboxing.
Junebug.
For the next 3 hours.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
One thing. One unboxing the next
3
hours.
Actually, I have two. Look.
So that's going to be 6 hours.
There's the kitty cats checking it out. Do you see that?
Has to be inspected first.
That is my new gaming chair that I'll be using for the show.
Nice. Very good.
Awesome.
Because the cat loves it. I got to keep him away from it, though, because he'll claw the damn thing. Pisses me off. Poke holes in it. I'll be like, come on. So that's my other. There's the unboxing. There's the box.
He's in the background here. I see him. He hasn't put himself in the stream yet.
Because he doesn't have a slick little note on the back of his chair. Should we bring him in?
That's what he's doing. I think he's composing that now.
I want to make sure. I don't want to bring him into the stream yet because I'm afraid he won't have his pants on.
So here is the actual bracket.
Nice cartoons, 60s, 70s, and 80s. A lot of
Okay.
nostalgia.
First off,
Let me blow this up so I don't have to put on my glasses.
what the shit is Wally Gator doing on there?
I have no idea even what that is. I don't even know what that is.
How in the hell did Wally Gator get on this bracket?
He is the Cinderella story of this bracket. Let me tell you.
That's the
I
last one.
mean, what?
Hey, Catherine.
Catherine, what's up?
But a lot of nostalgia tonight. You know, guys, I don't know about on your list, but like for me, I think all of them but one were like either Saturday morning or, weekday cartoons, either in the morning or
Right.
you got home from school, to do homework with.
Right.
There's no such thing as Saturday morning cartoons on the big networks anymore,
No.
or even
No.
weekday, or even local affiliates.
They brought them back for a little bit, and I actually saw some sort of reference to them recently.
Not here, not out here.
Yeah, what we started doing,
Oh,
we found on what was
BJ
it?
Smith, thank you.
Tubi,
Thank you,
Tubi, that
Much
streaming,
appreciated.
Tubi, that streaming channel has a lot of stuff, and we watched some Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, but that's streaming. I'm talking about your ABC.
Oh, right.
NBC.
But it's hard to find.
Yes,
on streaming.
They don't have it anymore.
Well, it's hard to find even on streaming. Boomerang has all the Warner Brothers and all that stuff. So, and it's like, okay, I'm not paying for that. I mean, I like seeing them, but like, we'll find them elsewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, like for me, in the LA area, like I said, the three major CBS, NBC, ABC, they had a mix of new cartoons and older cartoons.
Yep.
And then there was one independent, KTLA, that would show the old Popeye, was it Super Chicken, Tom Slick, Rocky and Bullwinkle. And that just doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it's all talk shows and infomercials, and I feel sad for the kids growing up.
Yeah. Well, nobody's. Yeah, the kids today are all watching. Like they don't watch TV anymore. No,
they watch TV. I mean, you've got cable and streaming, so you can
YouTube,
find other thing in YouTube.
Well,
but
right. But I mean, like traditional TV networks, like kids just don't watch them at all anymore. I mean, I don't know of any. I mean, maybe.
Well, even like if you didn't have, like, I have DirecTV, but like if you just had a regular HD antenna kind of thing for local channels, there's no cartoons. I mean, there's retro like sitcom channels. There's Antenna TV and MeTV where you can find your Bewitched, your Monkeys, your Andy Griffiths.
Yeah.
But I mean, that sucks.
Yeah.
If you're a kid.
Well, I watched Rocky and Bullwinkle, and I guess what was after that? The Great Space Coaster, which was not a favorite of mine, but I love Rocky and Bullwinkle. So those were the two things that were on before school. So like, before I would go out to catch the bus or whatever, I would watch those, and they were on like super early.
Yeah, for me it was like Battle of the Planets and what else? Inspector Gadget and Pink Panther. You'd get up, watch those, and then you'd have to watch it, get ready for school.
Speed Racer was on after school, so I'd watch that and like Croft Superstars and Brady Bunch reruns and all that stuff after school.
So for everyone asking where is this cartoon, next time please bring in your send in your brackets, send in your list. You can help add to the show.
I almost had a cow here. I didn't see Jetsons, but it was blocked by Pete's comment or anybody's comment.
I had Ultron on my list too. It didn't make it.
Well, before I suppose you ought to go ahead and get started with your list of the
the honorable mention,
because that'll answer some of these right here.
I'll just do like the top 20 because there are
there was
100 of them.
There's a lot.
Okay, we have some of these aren't some of these don't qualify. South Park, Family Guy, Heavy Metal, none of them qualify.
Too late.
They're movies and late.
Yeah, one's a movie,
one's a movie. Yeah, so, Heavy Metal's a movie.
So the one that just missed out is Ant and the Aardvark.
Ooh.
Oh wow!
And then Rubik the Amazing Cube. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
Team America World Police. No idea.
That's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. It was great. It was the South Park guys that were like.
It was South Park doing Thunderbirds.
It was a movie. It was
the Biscuits, Bisskits. Don't know what that is.
Wait a minute. What was it?
Biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
Shirt Tails, Quick
I remember Shirt
Koala Show.
Nope.
Clutch Cargo.
Clutch
Nope.
Cargo, yeah.
Snagglepuss.
Yeah.
Oh, Snagglepuss, yeah.
Snorks.
Snorks, yeah.
Rick and Morty. I didn't qualify either.
Too old.
But it
Too
would have made it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know it was. Anyway, yeah.
He-Man. Josie and the Pussycats. Captain
He-Man?
Caveman.
And the Battle Cat, that didn't make it?
He-Man.
I-
No.
The main reason why Josie and the Pussycats didn't make it is because we're all dudes.
Well,
I
that's when they
put it
changed
on my
cartoons.
list.
I
They
didn't.
changed cartoons. Remember, that's when they started making these like half-hour commercials for the TVs. You know, G.I.
Yeah.
Joe, all this stuff.
Secret of Nim. Another movie.
Another movie, right?
Star Trek. I didn't know
There
they
you
had a
go.
cartoon.
Whoa!
it is.
Series. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'm bummed. That was one of my all-time favorite cartoons.
Huckleberry Hound.
Ah,
Yeah.
Smurfs.
Smurfs, yeah.
Fritz the Cat. Another movie.
Smurfs didn't make it.
No.
Fritz
Wow.
the Cat. Good God.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan. It was on my list just because I did watch it, but I wasn't a huge fan.
Oh, no. Yeah. Smurfs.
I know your feelings, Pete.
Yeah.
I mean-
Billy Boy. I don't know what that is.
No idea.
Dungeons and Dragons. Coonskin. Never heard of that. Inspector Gadget.
What?
Inspector Gadget was too. I think Inspector Gadget was too late. I took it.
No,
off the list.
for you, it was in the 80s though.
It was in the 80s, yeah.
It was in the 80s.
Was it? I thought it was 90s.
Nope,
Okay.
it was 80s.
Hmm.
They used to come on in the morning before I'd go to school.
Frankenstein Jr. Alf, the animated series. Teenage Mutant
Frankenstein
Ninja
Jr.
Turtles.
Wow.
Robotech. Catch That Pigeon.
Robotech didn't make it. Wow.
Wait, when did Teenage Mutant Turtles come out? That was like 90s, wasn't it?
80s.
Late 80s.
Oh,
Late
okay,
80s.
I had already moved on.
Here you go. Oh, Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin. Never heard of that either.
Teddy
Here you
Ruxpin
go,
was the
Pete.
toy. You put a cassette in the back and it would be
Yeah, I know the
animated.
toy. I didn't know he had a cartoon.
And
though.
they made a cartoon out of it. Yeah.
Huh, no. Here you go, Pete. Star Blazers.
See, I love that. And I've started watching it on YouTube now, and that was 78, which was it's an anime serial actually, and it was one of these ones that I remembered as a kid. Didn't even know the name of it, but I just loved it when I was a kid. It's about the battleship Yamato, and is the original one in Japan. It's a fantastic show, but it was all syndication. So if you didn't get it, you didn't get it, right?
Right.
That's like Star Trek the animated series. Would have
Yeah,
been on
that's
my
like-
list, but I have never watched it.
Oh, really?
Never.
Oh, it was awesome. It was all the original
right?
cast. It's all the original cast doing the voices.
I understand it and I know about it and stuff now, but it was never. It can't be on my favorite list when I've never even watched an episode
I
of
get
it.
it.
Right?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
now
where
what show was-
location and channels come into effect here.
What show was
Yeah.
that, Pete?
Star Trek the animated series.
Oh, yeah. I watched it. I own it.
There
It's
might be some on
available.
YouTube.
I can watch it today, but I just have never done it, so I can't really put it on
I
my
have
list.
a-
I
I have
didn't feel
a
like it was on my
record.
list for that.
I have a record. I think I showed you, Stu. That's it's a cartoon of basically from kind of a snippet of the animated series, but a whole episode that's on vinyl and came with a comic book with it. And I'm
Yep.
not a huge comic book guy, but this thing was awesome. And I found it again randomly. I was looking for other stuff in a record store, I don't know, about a year ago, and I found it, and I had it as a kid. It was so cool to have.
And
it
you
again.
can go on YouTube. You can go out here on YouTube and you can find those Power Records.
Nice.
They're out there with the comic. You can look at the whole comic.
Yeah, mine's in great shape too. I was surprised. I was excited.
You know, we're talking about cartoons from the 70s and 80s. Did you guys ever see like on ABC? They used to have these special shows just to announce the new cartoons that were going to be
I
coming
love
out
those.
on Saturday, like the new Super Friends, and they would show different things like that. Oh, that's awesome. Star Trek.
Yeah, there you go. It's the whole comic book, and
Yeah,
then, and then in the back there's the 45.
Yep, that's what I got.
Power
All right, so-
Records presents.
It's
All right, the
amazing.
last four, and then we'll start the show. Jabberjaw, G.I. Joe, Davy and Goliath, and Speed Buggy.
Oh,
Big Buggy. That's too bad.
Hey,
Or
hey,
Speed
Pete,
Buggy.
Pete,
I have
we
Speed
got-
Buggy on my list.
Pete, we got to have our special honorable mention of Peter Puck, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But there's no way any of these guys would ever have heard of Peter Puck because he was all on Hockey Night in Canada and a little bit
No,
of
we
hockey.
had it here.
No,
we
it
had
was-
in the U.S.
It was
We
in
had
the
it in
U.S.
the U.S. It was ABC.
That was their way of trying to teach Americans how to play hockey. And then they realized nobody cared.
The only thing
Hey,
that taught Americans how to play
cared.
hockey was the Lake Placid Olympics, and then they took over hockey, and it's been ruined ever since. That's why all the Canadian players win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, and this is why right here where we're having the Fraggle Rock, great show. I love that show.
Yeah.
Pirates of Dark Water. It just, I think that was 90s, but some of those that came in late 90s and stuff, I didn't put them on the list because I was past a lot of, or late 80s. I just it was and there was so many.
I didn't watch any animated stuff again until The Simpsons came on.
Yeah.
Like, so after like early 80s or whatever, I was just on other stuff.
When it really became adult oriented, really.
Well, Mask and the Centurions. I did see some of that stuff when I was looking for things to put on my list, when I was like, I need reminders or I'm going to just forget stuff. And those are two shows that I'm like, wow, I really feel like watching those because they look pretty cool. So
Catherine found some good ones too. There was that Time for Timer.
Yes.
That was like a
little short
mini educational series.
Yep.
And there was another one. Oh, did Schoolhouse Rock make it on here?
Schoolhouse Rock did.
I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Maybe I should put on my glasses for this. I don't know. You can read it out loud for me, right? I don't have to put on my glasses.
Yeah. Well, again, and this is why you can use YouTube or do those lists where you're like, I don't know, what are the top cartoons of the 60s or the top. Yeah. That's what I had to do because I'm like, I need some reminders.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
All right, we got a question for everyone in chat. How are we going to do ties? Is it double elimination? We're having people vote, or do we just count the 5 of us since it's an odd number?
Yes.
And whoever wins that goes forward.
Yes. I hate double jeopardy.
That's a great idea to do it that way, Jeff, because I was wondering when I signed on, I was tied up and so late. I was wondering if you guys had decided.
I've always been so sad with the double jeopardy.
I love the double elimination. I think it's awesome.
What was it we did the very first time that sort of caused us to go double elimination? Because it was
we flipped a coin.
And like that was even worse, though.
Right.
It was.
That was the worst.
Yeah.
Well, that was us with our quick thinking.
Because I think I flipped a coin and nobody trusts me. So
double jeopardy, I don't know. It ranks with the shootout for the overtime shootout for me in hockey. Don't like.
Well, that's where we need the chat to step up and vote.
With 6 votes in, we got 17 watching. Plug that vote. How would you like us to handle it?
I'd like to get at least 10 votes.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's going for the panel's votes. Pick the winner on a tie. 8 votes in, 9 votes, 10 votes.
I think that's about as good as you can get right there. That's
awesome.
awesome.
I'm showing 16
people in. Though, 6-4.
That's a lot closer than I thought it would be.
All right. If the next one is panel counts their votes, I'm going to end it. Oh,
and it is.
I did.
There we go.
All right. So there you go. However we vote.
What would happen if that was a tie?
Impossible.
It can't be if there's 5 of us.
No, I mean the vote whether or not to do double jeopardy or not.
Well, then we just shut the whole
that
show.
Would have been
just good night, folks. See you later.
All right. So how are we doing the timer?
I can do a timer.
How long?
5 hours.
Is it a minute and a half? Is that what we did last time?
I think that's right. That's plenty. It's 2 choices. I mean,
can we get like a 30-second reminder if we start talking?
Yeah, I can say that's a minute. There's a minute.
Yeah. I think I did it last time just with my phone sitting here. So
yeah, you can do it on the phone.
I talked through, I think, 1 or 2 of them.
Well, you got to vote.
You don't
got to vote. You got to vote.
So you guys ready for Scooby-Doo versus Wally Gator?
We're ready.
God, there's no question.
Hey,
all right, everyone.
Yeah, I got a question for you before you start, Jeff.
Jeff, are we voting in here or in the window?
Do the poll.
Do the poll.
Okay.
Just do the poll.
My question was, Jeff, can you do the poll? Because if you create it, you can't vote. But if you log in with an alt account, you should have a vote as well in there.
Stuart, can you vote in the poll? Or are you not allowed either?
I don't think so.
I voted in the poll.
I can vote in the poll. We can vote.
That's a good thing, Pete. I'll use an alt account for my 1 vote.
Exactly. That's what you should do is log in with an alt account to get your vote because you and Stu should both put a vote right in with everybody else's as well. In my opinion,
I'm also
Wally Gator has a vote.
I'm also gonna log in with an alt account just so I can vote twice.
should both put a vote for you.
Oh, I didn't know we could vote twice.
No, I'm kidding. If I log in with an alt account,
This is an Astro Smashed.
Yeah, really.
You're absolutely right,
People in
PJ.
chat, 58 votes.
PJ, I didn't watch one. Maybe I did watch Wonderbug, but I did watch Shazam, and I watched Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, ISIS. I watched that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sigma Sea Monster, but it's not a cartoon or an
What was
animated.
it? No, that's what they were. PJ's saying there's a bunch of good non-animated shows.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Oh yeah. Sigma the Sea Monster and HR Puff and stuff.
What about
Land
what
of the
about
Lost.
Arc 2? I used to watch that Arc 2.
You know what my favorite intro is Lidsville.
Oh, we got about
Charles
10
Nelson
seconds
Riley.
left. About 10
Anything with
seconds.
Charles
that
Nelson. Yes, anything with Charles Nelson Riley is a classic.
Even just go on YouTube and watch the introduction, the opening from Lidsville.
And that's time.
Marty Croft and what is it called?
Sid and Marty Croft.
Sid and Marty.
Sid and
Yeah.
Marty
Yeah,
Croft.
Sid and Marty Croft.
Watch
Far
that.
Out
Lidsville.
Space
It's
Nuts.
awesome.
Far Out Space Nuts was the best.
There he is.
Mhm.
You do that really well, Steve.
So thanks. So what do we got? Scooby,
There
right?
we do.
Dooby dooby doo.
I was really hoping for an upset. I think that would have been hilarious.
Oh,
No, it would not.
I think Stuart may have had an aneurysm if that had been an upset.
Well, if it was Scooby and Scrappy Doo, then it could have
you
been an
guys see my
upset.
Scooby Doo?
What
yet?
happened?
Yes, Lance, I agree.
You guys
What
see my
happened?
Scooby Doo?
Wally Gator won over Scooby.
No, if it was Scooby and Scrappy, Wally Gator would have been in there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Scrappy.
yeah.
Uh,
So we gonna go down or across?
We're going across because we're going to number 2, the 2 seed.
Yeah.
So Scooby Doo is number 1 seed. Flintstones is number 2. Spider-Man's 3.
Barney Rubble, what an actor.
And the Simpsons are the 4th seed. All right. You guys ready?
What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
word? Flintstones. I can't even read that. It's a little blurry. I
Go.
like that. It's compressed. There we go.
It's Flintstones versus Herculoids.
Herculoids.
I thought that was a. some
I
kind
had
of-
I had Herculoids
condition.
a couple months ago. It wasn't
Oh.
pleasant.
don't do that.
Sounds like something you take some medicine for. To
I
Can't
love
even sit in the toilet
Herculoids.
some days.
Oh,
sounds like something you need to put a salve on to get rid of.
No.
How
Yeah,
is
Oh,
this?
you mean a
weird?
Flintstone? Did you pass a Flintstone?
Did you guys?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that cartoon.
Don't say that.
Do you have asteroids? And
I don't know what it is either.
Did you have asteroids?
Why is it this close?
I know. I've never heard of this cartoon.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
Herculoids
Why
was
is
the
it
one
close?
where you
Because
had the-
Herculoids kick ass.
Herculoids had the two
Oh.
big green Barbara Papa like things, and then there was like
Yeah,
a
Gloop and
or a
Gleep,
thunder-like
Igloo,
guy,
Zod.
and the dinosaur one that would shoot Triceratops
Yeah,
like that would shoot
Turok.
out of the horn.
Never even heard of it.
I put it on my list because when I was a kid, I loved that cartoon. When
It was
Is this a
I really
Canadian
enjoyed it.
thing?
No. It was Hanna-Barbera, just like
Or upper.
like
Oh.
Space Ghost and
Yeah, it
All
was.
those
I remember
It was that same crew. Was that Hanna-Barbera
Yeah.
still?
Space Ghost
It
was
a
on my
different
list.
style, right?
huh?
You had your Snagglepuss Flintstone style Hanna-Barbera, Yogi
Yeah.
Bear, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, and then
You
you
had,
had
your more like Space Ghost, Herculoids,
Yep.
Thunder style Hanna-Barbera, right?
All I know out of that is Space Ghost. I love Space Ghost, but I don't
yeah,
know any
Space
of those.
Ghost, Mighty Mightor, Birdman, Herculoids.
Never heard of them.
What's the one I'm missing? I'm missing one.
Boogeyman, they may have been a side character. I'm not sure of that.
It was like Tom and Jerry. Like I didn't realize how many of those like
I wanted to
side characters there were.
and
13
time.
votes.
What do we got? Thank you, PJ. I love Frankenstein Jr.
Is that it? Oh, I
Yes,
turned
that's
off.
it.
All right, Flintstones.
69%.
Glad it was that close. Thank you for people who voted for my Herculoids.
Simpsons, Homer Simpsons. He's the greatest guy in history.
This hasn't started yet, right?
Why?
From the town of Springfield.
I don't know why
Oh,
you're not
it's
singing
over.
anything, Casey.
Country.
Having issues.
I don't know.
Herculoids were a side character. Thunder. You know, I started watching a Thundar episode the other day. I almost bought it, but I started watching one, and I'm like, wow, wow. It's really interesting.
Flintstones advances.
So where to now? This is a very interesting one.
Spider-Man versus Thundar, the
Ooh.
Barbarian.
Thunder the
Oh, there it is. That's Spider-Man, the 1960s.
From the 60s.
Yeah.
60.
With the best was
With
was
the theme song.
There's actually
Stan Lee
There's
narrating.
2 Spider-Mans on.
there's Amazing Friends Spider-Man that's coming up.
Oh,
Okay,
All right.
this one is the Spider-Man 67. It's known as
with,
correct.
with
Right.
Stan Lee and all that. Yeah,
There was no Stan Lee in that.
his voice was.
Was his voice like? If it was, I had
No.
no idea it was him.
Oh, wasn't
No, in Spider-Man and Amazing Friends, it would be, but not in the 60s.
it? Really?
Okay, this is the one I remember that would have the same freaking background.
The
go by
theme
every
song.
freaking time.
The same
Yeah.
background, yes.
Yeah. Then. Yeah.
And
Okay.
God only knows what he was attaching his webs to most
Well,
of the
I watched
Yeah.
both of them, conflating the two, and it's so long ago I don't remember.
I mean, the one in
No.
67 was the absolute cheesiest,
Yeah.
but it was absolutely amazing and just couldn't stop watching it.
I get it. It was
But it was-
absolutely amazing. Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
No, but it was the best Marvel one compared to the others that they had at that time.
All right, Stuart, you got your timer ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Spider-Man versus Thundar the Barbarian. See, now this is one I would hope for a tie and a double elimination.
You don't like either one?
No,
No, you didn't like. Wow, you don't like the Spider-Man theme?
I secretly want you both to die.
I like other themes. All right, I don't like superheroes. I just never got into them.
Yours.
Action
Action
is
is his reward to him. Life is a great big hang.
I love that show too. Like I say,
Read it.
Hercules
Although
is
when you came
available
home
on Blu-ray.
after
And I
school,
almost bought it.
They would be on.
I would in a second. I don't think for a second I voted for Flintstones over Herculoids. I'd love to watch the Herculoids right now too.
Oh, and I have to vote.
Spider-Man and Thunder, two good shows.
It's Me Thunder was a Saturday cartoon,
It was, yeah, for sure.
but Spider-Man was like after school when he came home.
All right.
Oh,
I got to
hey,
put in a vote just in case there's a tie.
That's pretty cool.
We got 30 seconds left.
20 people in chat.
It ain't gonna be a tie.
Nope.
It's got to be Spider-Man.
Well, yeah. Well, this is a serious question. Okay, I always thought it was a cheesy Canadian cartoon. It's not, is it? It was everywhere.
What's
What?
that?
Spider-Man. That.
Oh no,
67.
it was everywhere. Yeah.
It was
Okay,
everywhere.
yeah. There's a few. I don't know if they even made this list. Like are Hercules and Rocket Robin Hood and stuff like that on here?
Nope. I don't even know if they got a
It
vote.
was sneaky good.
Yeah.
I know Hercules did. Rocket
Yeah.
Robin Hood. I probably
Captain
did.
America
Hercules
and
was
his
pretty
mighty
amazing.
shield.
You had Iron Man. What else did they have?
Oh yeah, those cheesy cartoons back to Iron Man and
All those who
Captain
oppose
America.
the shield must yield.
yeah, they were wonderful.
See, I can sing
I
those,
think Hulk. I think they had
and
a Hulk.
and Papa
Yeah.
Pete can sing all of Broken Man at a Broken.
Working man at
That's it.
Halifax
Time's
Pier, the last of Barrett's privateer.
Hey, CC Menso. The show needs more cackle.
Who got it? Time's up.
Time's up.
And the winner is
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
84%.
does whatever a spider can.
That was a spanking.
Then they did the one animated series in the 90s, and what rock and roll guitarist did the theme song?
Elvis Costello.
That'd be incorrect.
Wait, in the 90s, they did a
Yep.
Spider-Man. Oh, I know this, and I forgot it. Stuart, you and I talked about that at one point, and I can't remember.
We miss the cackle being in the room. We do.
Absolutely.
It's not Lukather, is it?
Nope. But
Right
yeah,
there.
I mean, Lukather was working at the same time, but he was in a band that was a little newer.
All right. Stuart, you ready with the timer?
Yes, sir.
All right. We got Simpsons versus Super Chicken.
What's
All right.
It's a no-brainer for me. It's Super
ready?
Chicken all the way.
I've
And
never
go.
heard of it's the first time I've ever heard of Super Chicken right now.
No way.
Well, we have it on it's in all kinds of little clips that I use, although like I
Super Chicken.
vaguely remember Super Chicken as an actual
Ah,
cartoon.
Super Chicken.
Yeah, for me, Super Chicken was like on an independent channel on Saturdays with
The
Tom
Edge
Slick,
did that,
George
PJ?
the Jungle,
I didn't know that.
Dudley
Jeez.
Do-Right. It was all combined.
These Simpsons is just withstood the test of time. It's still good. I mean, I haven't watched it. I've only watched it on and off now. But it's been a lot of time. But
I have my doubts about that.
What?
About the cackle getting kicked to the curb along with the Go Game Aquarium.
All right. So far, it's the travesty.
A travesty.
Oh, Super
Wow.
Chicken's way better than The Simpsons.
I think it could be a thing of like Super Chicken's just lost, kind of forgotten.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't see it if you try to find cartoons or a DVD set.
Here you go.
like Roger Ramjet.
Yeah,
Remind everybody.
I've seen you put that up before, and I think Jeff has some sort of like Funko of it or something, but
Yep.
I never knew what it was.
Oh, sorry. What am I doing? I'm sorry. Reincarnated. That's it. Time's up.
Time's up, and Super Chicken has won.
What?
Oh, stop. This is fixed.
Cinderella story out of nowhere.
It's like the Black Sox scandal.
Now we're going to go up to the one you can't read. Charlie Brown versus
Stop.
Spider-Man. and
But
his
one
Amazing
more
Friends.
before you start. Anybody in the chat who hasn't gone and voted for GoGameGo for YouTuber of the month,
Oh,
go
absolutely.
do so now, and we'll be back in time for the in between the two rounds. Go and vote for
Where
GoGameGo
is this?
YouTuber of the month.
Where is this?
That is at the link that's probably in the description, or
I didn't put it in the description again, Pete. I don't know what's wrong with me. If you go to Real Bit Wars on YouTube, and then look for the
YouTuber of the month, July.
YouTuber of the month for July, and you type in the comments. Just say go
What's
get
it called? Bit something?
Bit Wars.
Yep.
Bit Wars. Heard it.
All right. So I'm going to start the timer on this one.
22 in chat. This is awesome.
Oh wait, I haven't even added it yet.
I can't find it.
Tell me
We'll
when.
get you there. We'll get you there when we pause.
I'll
we'll
do
get
a
through
link
it.
here.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
is it still going to be there tonight? I mean, after we're
Oh
done?
yeah, too. You got until the end of the month.
Yeah, last day of the month is the last day
Yeah,
to
midnight
vote.
on the
All right.
31st. But
There we go. You can go start the timer.
There we go. Spider-Man is Amazing Friends, which I really enjoyed, even though some of the shows were hokey as shit, but they had a great episode with a guy who was a cyborg and the X-Men were in it.
Remember that?
Because
Yeah,
Firestorm was supposed to be from the X-Men.
from the X-Men. Yeah,
I got to go with Charlie.
and
Brown.
Iceman was.
And they had Thunderbird was in that episode. I was freaking out.
All right, so if you go to that link I just posted, it'll take you right to the video, and you just type in Go Game Go in the comments.
So if you've already voted for your cartoon here, you can just pop over there too and boop,
Wait,
boop,
Put it in
boop,
the-
boop.
comments?
Oh, this is a blowout here. We got 12 votes in.
So when did the Charlie Brown cartoon start? Or are we just talking about Charlie Brown as in all the shows?
Late 60s. Oh, well, I mean, it started as a comic strip.
No, but
Well,
I
I
don't
know
remember
that.
it as a regular TV series. You had the
A lot
had
of
the
people
Great,
just put in
Great
Charlie
Pumpkin.
Brown.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
assuming
but
they meant the specials.
yeah, I mean, it was a regular thing.
And that's
I mean,
okay. That's fine. I just
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
trying to
But
make
they did
sure.
have- I mean, they had shows later, much later.
Yeah, later, but I'm
Yeah.
Almost there. And one and done.
Charlie Brown.
And both of
Charlie
those were
Brown.
on my list, but
Charlie Brown won?
it's got to.
Okay, I'll let it.
It's so
Because I love those specials. Except
Yeah.
for the Thanksgiving special. Oh my god.
and for Charles M. Schultz's contributions to hockey alone.
Oh, there you go then.
there's a Charles Schultz and Charlie Brown Museum in Santa Rosa, California, Northern
Oh, nice.
California,
Yeah,
up by wine country.
and that's where the rink is too. That he opened, and it's in his name. It's like the home of like Charlie Brown or something like that. They call it.
Oh, okay.
And
I
yeah,
know they have his office is in there.
He
as
brought
it was.
hockey to California, essentially.
Okay.
So we go into Hong Kong Phooey and Yogi Bear.
I
No,
wanna
we
visit.
go to. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Hong Kong Phooey versus Yogi Bears coming up. All right. Ready with the timer?
That's an
IR.
Time for timer.
And go.
There you go. There's the poll. Hong Kong Phooey and Yogi Bear.
Hey, boo boo.
There's only one way to go for that.
Yep. And I loved Hong Kong Phooey too, but I'm going for Yogi.
No, I mean the other way.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't think that's
man.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, yo, boo-boo. I mean, let's face it. Every one of these shows had a formula.
Yeah.
So anything that I could say about one cartoon that I didn't dig, another person could say the same damn thing about the one that I like. You know,
I'm just going to start doing that for everything against you, Stu, so we can start a rivalry.
Oh, you feeling the Pete Oats? Is that what you're feeling?
What do you mean? We like almost everything the same. What are you talking
So that
about?
means you got to root for Scrappy Doo and Kylo Ren and all this stuff.
Pete and I are probably in agreement on
And
The
Snarf, don't forget
anti-Mario.
Snarf.
pop culture.
Yeah.
And Bat
JD, I'm just going to let you know that I looked at that and thought, I love Hong Kong Phooey, but I voted for Yogi Bear.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. It was a close one.
Oh,
Closest one we've had so far.
I forgot we were voting. Can I vote again?
Hey, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So
And yes, you can vote again as long as you vote for Yogi Bear.
Oh,
Wait a
You'll
minute.
go, they'll watch it in the other room and they'll vote on their phones.
Never tell a woman
For Yogi
what
Bear.
to
I haven't
do.
had the best experience with Yogi Bear.
and time.
Well, that sounds like a story right there.
Oh, it is. It is.
Mm.
Do we need to carve out a whole episode for that?
Wouldn't take a whole episode, but
Well, let me put it this way. It sort of got her by the boo-boo, didn't it?
So
good morning, Jellystone Campers.
So did Mama C ever expect to spend an anniversary on a YouTube channel?
26 years ago, no. Now? Yeah, probably.
Probably yesterday, no, as well.
I could just see Pete. I do. As long as you understand that in about 26 years, we're going to be on a YouTube show together
Yeah, there you go.
for
What
our
makes me
anniversary.
think I wasn't anticipating something like this all along.
Thank you, Intellivision Gamer.
Thank
Hey,
you.
look at
I
that.
was gonna
She
ask.
do
Mama
rock.
C rocks. Happy
Casey.
anniversary.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey.
Awesome.
That's
All right,
awesome.
I'm gonna go flip it on in the living room.
Oh, hey, Casey, I needed to say, did
Or your phone.
you order a shirt for your wife yet? You gotta go to Papa Pete's page and you can order yourself a
Page.
the Ice Trek 2 that has my picture on it,
The Adventures of Viking Stew.
done by Slappy.
The Wrath of Dr. No. Wrath of
There you
the
go.
more I think about that, Stu, like you really need to be on some video game cover. Like, I mean, for real. I mean, it looks so legit.
Right? I was born to be on a cover. I was voted most likely to be on a video game cover in high school. No,
That was before video games.
Pac-Man.
Four color.
All right. Ready for the timer?
Yep.
Oh, no.
But what's the next one? Oh,
Next
Bugs
one is-
Bunny Roadrunner Show versus Battle of the Planets.
And we're
Battle of the Planets.
Oh.
going.
Mm.
I forgot to put Battle of the Planets on my list. I saw it one point. I think my list was already gone. There
You
was
know,
a
that's
couple-
actually what I used to get confused with Star Blazers all the time, was Battle of the Planets. Great show as well, a little bit later on, but
Just never
Yeah.
heard of it. I must have lived a sheltered life.
Because what was the other? I always forget it. Battle of the Planets. What was the other name for it?
G-Force.
G-Force.
That's what I knew it as.
Yeah. Wasn't one of them, it was 5 planes. They got together, made a big robot and then one of them was 5 like cats. And they all got together to make the big robot.
They did a parody of that on Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Metal Force Show is already saying rigged.
I have not
That's why you
had
gotta
the
vote.
opportunity, the chance, or taken the time to watch all of Rick and Morty yet, but I have a feeling I'd really love it.
It's good. Some of them are better than others, but overall, it's really good. Sometimes it's really confusing. They're so trippy, and they're so like none of those guys are like all those guys are on something.
Yeah, they're
Like,
stoned.
writing this stuff.
It's pretty amazing, really. It's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
I
Sometimes
mean, you get an anime, it's a different story.
It's the
Hot
official
pie.
Viking treat for shows.
Hey, are we going to wait till the first round is over, the first 16 brackets, before we have the big unboxings too?
I already did it.
You did?
Yes. Christine was here for it even.
Okay, this is because I was late.
Well, I wouldn't say you were late.
That'll teach you, Pete.
Bowhead,
weren't-
feel shame.
You weren't late. You weren't on time.
And you know, we got Battle of the Planets going. I don't know about you guys, but that was my first exposure to that anime style of art. I mean, I know
right.
Speed Racer was, but
Yes,
Speed Racer was pretty much gone.
Time.
Speed Racer to this day is my only exposure to that style of.
But for me, Battle of the Planets was the first exposure.
Anybody-
to that style.
Anybody who watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends saw some of that too, because they had to source some of that out.
That's not so amazing.
So there's a great
never knew
episode
that.
with the Shocker in it.
I remember
And-
the Shocker one.
Wow, this is so cool.
I never knew they farmed it out. That's kind of sad.
Well, even Johnny Quest had to do that.
Well, PJ, there's gonna be some heartbreaks. I mean, if you heard the list of the honorable mentions,
you love that,
Wait till
Jeff?
the next round.
Catherine and I just started watching Johnny Quest. That was one of her favorites. I watched it like once or twice, like as a kid. But I pretty much missed it, I think. But it's good. It's
good.
still highly entertaining. It's
I
kinda
watched
heavy,
it as a
but-
kid a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Well,
fun.
all the technology that they use on there that we have now.
Yeah,
You know,
I still prefer traditional animation to anything that's going on now, like the hand drawn cells and stuff like that. It's just there's something
Timer
about
ready,
it.
Stuart?
yes, sir. You ready?
Yep. Pink Panther versus Underdog. Go.
Oh,
Panther and Underdog.
but definitely Pink Panther. But I love Underdog.
You know, kind of the laugh at that Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner. I mean, how much stuff did Wile E. Coyote buy from Acme? It's like every episode, he had some new gadget, some new gizmo.
He
Now,
kept them alive.
That's
Now,
so
how
nice.
is
And there was only a few episodes where he talked.
how
You
is
know, Wile E. Coyote.
how is Looney Tunes
Genius.
listed separately from Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner?
Because Looney Tunes is everything Looney Tunes.
Right. That's what I mean.
Bugs Bunny
I-
Roadrunner was a specific show.
That's
Yeah.
what I. That's why I just put Looney Tunes. There were too many Looney Tunes to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there was 2 different versions, but there's Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies were the
No.
2 main
Yeah.
Warner Brothers cartoon series.
I'm pretty sure that split the
The
vote.
Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show was in the 70s.
Let me ask this though. Did you guys like? We got 30 seconds left. Did you guys like any of the Chuck Jones Looney Tune stuff?
Sure.
I liked all of it.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, I
I
love
didn't.
Chuck Jones.
I didn't think it was funny. The art style was horrible.
Well, maybe the later stuff, but his early stuff was really good.
Yeah, but did you see like the early Bugs Bunny stuff? He looked
Yeah,
really
I thought
funny.
that stuff was wonderful.
I'm talking about the real early where he looked kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the-
Yeah,
Thirties,
we're
all
all
of
Wait,
it.
Bugs Bunny looked like Goofy? That's a totally different cartoon.
See,
Time's up.
They patterned him after Groucho Marx, the way he like walked and stuff.
Yes.
That was
Time's up.
awesome. Pink Panther.
I love
Yeah,
it.
riff raff. Yeah, buddy.
Wow. Yeah, you're right, JWD. That there's the other. It's just like Rocky and Bullwinkle. Some of the
Yep.
shows
Yep.
underneath Rocky and Bullwinkle
Yep.
were better than Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah,
Fractured
But
yeah,
it's still
Fairy
part of the
Tale.
Rocky and Bullwinkle show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Peabody.
Tennessee Tuxedo, part of Rocky and Bullwinkle for a long time.
Mr.
Did
Peabody.
it ever have its own
Tennessee
show?
Tuxedo.
Well, see, for me, when they mentioned that in the art book, that was part of the Pink Panther show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Mr.
Right,
Pe-
yeah.
Mr. Peabody too, Pete.
Yep.
Brother Mike.
Peabody, Sherman and Peabody. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and they did a whole spinoff.
What was the other one thing? What was the guy's name? It was the real pompous guy who traveled the world.
Bragg.
Colonel
Colonel Bragg.
Bragg.
Colonel
Yeah.
McBragg.
That was an awesome cartoon, but it's Pink Panther, right? Or no, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rocky and
Yeah,
Bullwinkle.
yeah. That
Yeah,
whole thing,
but-
that was really cool.
Yeah,
Hey, Kurt,
Mr. Peabody and Sherman was great.
hey,
Like-
Kurt, Kurt mentioned Mel Blanc doing a lot of this stuff, and yeah, absolutely amazing, and also the Flintstones, Barney Rubble, which I didn't know until
What an amazing actor.
I didn't know that.
What an actor.
I don't think I realized it was Mel Blanc when I was a kid. Like it wasn't until later I was like, oh my god, it was like a light bulb moment.
And
My
Mel
God.
Blanc would do voices like of the parrot in Gilligan's Island.
Oh yeah. Oh, I loved it. And Twiggy, beady beady beady.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and then they replaced him, and then that flopped.
Did they?
Michael's here.
Season 2.
Hey, Michael.
On Buck Rogers? I don't even think I realized that.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. No, you're right. Now I remember that. Yes.
What kind of career would that be, Mel Blanc? Now he could just sit at home. He could he was rich already. Build a studio in his house. They just mail in the lines, and he just gets out of bed in the morning, goes over for half an hour, does the lines, sends them all away. Lives the rest of his life. Never even has to get dressed for Pete's sake.
That's gonna be my life when I retire.
There you go.
It's pretty interesting with Mel Blanc. As good as he was, like early on, every character was completely different. But later in life, towards the end, like the late 50s, early 60s Looney Tunes, the voices all started to sound a little bit more similar than they used to.
True.
Yeah, because his voice was changing and
gets older. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Kurt mentioned Jack Benny, and yeah, they actually went on Johnny Carson Tonight Show at one point, and they talked about Mel Blanc, and they had him do some, like both of them were on with Johnny Carson, I believe.
That's
and
on YouTube.
He had him do some of those skits, like the automobile, like he had a car with a bad muffler or something like that, and he was just like kind of cueing him right on the spot.
It was like early speed buggies. What that was, that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready for the timer? We got Fat Albert.
I am, but I have to call for a grammar problem here. It's no H in Johnny.
There's there's no H in Johnny Quest. You're right.
Really? He spells it like me? That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no H in Johnny.
The English.
That's me.
Just having in real time. That's great.
All right, there we go. It's great.
Realize that.
All right, Fat Albert versus George of the Jungle.
Oh, I totally forgot about George of the Jungle.
Here we go. Let's go.
Okay, everybody, please vote.
Now, hey, Lance, when you're talking about those Friday night shows, talking about previews.
Yes.
Every time I talk about those, or when you mention it, one of the first cartoons I ever think of is Fat Albert, because I'll never forget seeing that show on a Friday night, and they previewed Fat Albert.
Well, channels did. Like the one I remember is more of ABC, but I do recall the CBS ones.
Yeah,
with the new lineup.
Yeah, because you had to kind of pick which one you were going to watch.
Yes,
and that was one of the best TV themes.
And TV Guide was your friend to figure out what went up against what back then.
Fat Albert, that theme song is in my top 10 theme songs. Any TV show.
And there was always a lesson in Fat Albert too.
Yeah,
you don't get that really.
He was like Bill Cosby was like a hero to me. That was soul crushing.
I remember the Brown Hornet.
I forgot about the Brown Hornet.
That I actually put Fat Albert lower on my list because of Bill Cosby and the how crushed I was to know that he was that evil. And the guy that was supposed to be like the most wholesome family on the Cosby show, the I forgot what the show was called, the Cosby Kids, but
Cosby Show.
The Cosby Show, yeah. But again, that show was amazing.
And time.
Fat Albert.
Woo!
Fat Albert was 68%.
I had a Fat Albert wiffle ball bat.
16 votes. We had
23 in chat. Fat Albert wiffle ball bat, and it was this huge, oversized bat, this red bat, and it was branded Fat Albert. I mean, it said Fat Albert on it, and that was like one of my favorite toys as a kid.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this Fat Albert thing.
I'm not happy with this Fat Albert.
Yeah, some of those were pretty sad. I mean, there was an episode where like one of the kids in the gang was shot and killed. Like,
wow,
there was like
pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah, it was like a gang shooting, and I was like, I watched an episode. It was like fairly recently,
but it went up against George of the Jungle, and for me, George of the Jungle was part of that Rocky and Bullwinkle subset.
Yeah,
on an independent channel.
Yeah,
it wasn't shown as much as Fat Albert.
Right.
All right, ready for the timer?
Yeah.
What's next?
Here we go. Schoolhouse Rock versus Wacky Races. Wow.
And go.
Go.
Oh, I forgot about Wacky Races. Wow.
I've got both of those DVDs right in there, but really, when it comes
man.
down to
JD,
it, what one do you
Google
spend
is your
all the
friend.
time?
Wait, what was that?
I said Google is your friend.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I didn't see it on any like I did do a couple like searches on like 60s to 80s stuff, and I totally missed that. But that was a great show.
See, to me, Schoolhouse Rocks. I love friggin' what was the other one? I can't even see. I can't follow the brackets.
Only a Bill. Was it Conjunction? Junction?
Wacky Races is wonderful. I have the whole friggin' series in there, but like Schoolhouse Rocks, how many people don't know about 15 friggin' songs from Schoolhouse Rocks and can sing along at 50 years of age? For Pete's
and I'll tell you what, Pete, I don't know how many times I've said it at school. I'm like, do you not have a copy of that DVD? Because you need a copy of that DVD.
Yeah.
These students could learn quickly on these things.
Well, ABC did an anniversary show, Schoolhouse Rock. Was it last year? Or maybe it was during COVID. It was recently. And it was horrible. Yeah. They'd have been better off just playing the originals as is instead of trying to
try to redo them.
Well, I think one of the main singers just passed away. The guy.
I think you're right.
Yes, you are. I heard that too.
Yeah, that was very sad. He did a lot of other stuff.
Hey, Mike.
Time for timer.
Hanker for a hunk of cheese with timer.
Yeah, that's Catherine brought that one up, and I had forgotten all about it. Did that make this list?
No, but I put it on.
It kind of is associated with Schoolhouse Rocks, to be quite honest.
Yeah, Schoolhouse. I put them together.
I don't remember where I saw it. I remember seeing them all, but I didn't.
ABC, right? Yeah,
it was ABC.
Now. Yeah, it was during their big Saturday morning cartoon.
But see, for me, I remember it as part of Schoolhouse Rock, and then it was like a separate commercial, so you could be watching, say, Super Friends, and then instead of a commercial, here, time for timer, and and you go through that whole deal.
Yeah, Saber says more like Schoolhouse Woke, but I mean, I'm not talking about if they tried to remake them and do it. I don't give a rat's ass about that. I want
the original.
Like even the Bill one. I mean, here I am, Canadian means nothing to me.
It's tied.
But I
know what's the timer at?
How can that be? How is that?
That's it. Time's
18
up.
votes. There's 27 in chat. Please vote.
Time's up, but I'll put it. I haven't been voting. So
what?
I say Schoolhouse Rock.
It happened.
I said Wacky Races. Stuart, what did you say?
I said Schoolhouse Rock.
All right, Pete.
Schoolhouse Rock.
JD.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Well, that's it. But Lance, what were you going to say?
I was Schoolhouse Rock.
All right. Schoolhouse Rock.
Love Wacky Races though.
Okay, I gotta say I like the new rules.
I love Wacky Races though too, guys.
Yeah, no, that show was great.
You can't argue the influence that Schoolhouse Rock had.
Yeah.
I mean, Wacky Races, what it last? Was it a season?
Thank you, Brian.
Wacky Races was really, really short.
Then
it was good.
And then the perils of Penelope Pit Stop to kind of try and like rebrand it.
Well, was that it, or did she start in Wacky Races or start in Perils of Penelope Pit Stop and go to?
I don't know. I just know those were both linked.
And remember what G.I. Joe used to say? Knowing is half the battle.
My G.I. Joe didn't say anything.
G.I. Joe didn't make the cutoff. G.I. Joe was like 18. A billion bullets were fired and nobody got hurt.
Saboteur, there's a Wacky Races version on Game Boy Color, and it is great.
That's cool.
I just found it. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, the Dreamcast version. I think I saw Brother Mike play that.
We got to try to find that.
No, but I probably saw it.
Mike says Penelope Pit Stop was first.
Thank you, sir.
34 episodes total for Wacky Races.
Wow.
But when you think about Schoolhouse Rocks, it's probably about the same. Probably less time.
Now, how many shows was that Mudley with that crazy laugh?
Yeah.
He was in a lot of he was in like 3 different shows, I think.
And who put that show together? Who what group was that with?
Well, Wacky Races?
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera,
right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hanna-Barbera. I wish I had gotten more of those, or would like to get more of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, ready for the next?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Rocky and Bullwinkle versus Thunderbirds.
Go.
That's an easy one.
Go.
Well, I know what I would vote. I love those both.
Yeah, I do too. I never watched the Thunderbirds, though.
Thunderbirds was so creepy to me.
I own it. I own the whole
box set. I watched
I went to a yard sale and saw the Thunderbirds box set there, yeah, I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to pay $30 for it though.
That's right, Michael Hayes. Laugh Olympics, that is coming up too. It is in our top 32.
How long of a series is Thunderbirds do? Like how many discs does you say you have it?
It's like I could go over and get it. It's like a 12 disc set.
Wow.
Okay, so it's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just saw, what was the other one? What is it? Fireball. Is it Fireball X something?
Yeah, I was gonna say they put out another one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
right.
put out and Supercar.
Wasn't there one called like not Sequest, but wasn't there like an underwater one too?
I think you're right.
I probably watched one or two of those, each of those, and yeah, there's you know what those characters reminded me of, and this is just from memory because I haven't seen them for a while. Do you remember Lady Elaine on Mr. Rogers, who was kind of creepy? That whole thing that creeped me out then.
She had that gin nose. And
Which
time.
one on Mr. Rogers was creepy?
Lady Elaine.
Lady Elaine
Oh,
with
Lady
the
Elaine,
gin,
yeah,
she had the
she's-
gin
she's-
blossom on her nose.
She was friggin' nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
Rocky
she was.
and Bullwinkle, take it.
Yeah. I can give back to him.
Lady Elaine Fairchild.
Oh, I forgot about Aquaman.
That's where Michael Keaton got his start.
I just bought an Aquaman shirt recently.
I had Aquaman underoos
Too
I
much
know, right,
information
Mike?
there, JD.
like last year. No, as a kid, I had what, Superman, Batman, and Aquaman, I think, and Spider-Man.
I'm eager to find out what's going to happen with my Thundercats.
Did they make adult underoos?
Yeah, you just turned them inside out. And we've gone downhill. Well, we haven't made it through the first round yet, have we?
Oh, we gotta hustle, man. All right, ready? Timer.
Yep.
Looney Tunes versus Laugh Olympics.
And go.
Nope.
Ouch.
That's rough.
It is hard.
There'll be some heartache tonight.
That's what she said.
I mean, I got to go with Looney Tunes, but I mean,
I know what you're
Laugh
saying.
Olympics was
I
awesome.
love the Laugh Olympics is a cartoon that I remember when I was a kid. I was excited. Oh, Laugh Olympics is on. I mean, I'd watch Looney Tunes and love it, but oh my God, Laugh Olympics! You'd look forward to watching Laugh
because
Olympics.
you didn't know when it was
My
going to be
favorite.
on. Like, and honestly, Pink Panther was similar.
Yes, Pink Panther was like on it up here anyway. All of a sudden, it'd be a Sunday afternoon at 4:30, and Pink
Yeah.
Panther would come on. It's like
I
cool,
never
right
understood
on.
that. The only other time I would see him, other than like the intro to the movies, was Owens Corning installation, the pink installation.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yep.
He did commercials for them for years.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes is killing it.
But just out here, Laugh Olympics just didn't have the staying power. It went as far as it
Wow,
Yeah.
vanished.
this one surprises me.
You're surprised that Laugh got blown out?
Yeah, that it got blown out. Not that it lost. I
That
guess.
was one of my favorite cartoons.
Looney
Me
Tunes
too.
has so much history, though.
Oh.
It's so deep. There's the well is really deep. And how long was Laugh Olympics even on? I mean,
Not even on very long. You're absolutely right, JD.
It was-
but it
it
was
was
quality.
Time.
And then it didn't come out on reruns like some others.
Yeah.
And it was better than some of the shows that were in reruns.
So we got Looney Tunes. Oh, there you
Looney Tunes.
go. Man,
All right, here we go. The final matchup in the first little grouping there.
it's the final countdown.
Got Speed Racer
Yes.
versus Popeye.
Oh,
and go.
Oh no.
damn.
Go.
I actually, Popeye did get me to eat spinach.
Yeah.
It was the sole reason why I like spinach. But,
Well, if this was a video game bracket,
God, I love Speed Racer though. I like Speed Racer every day coming home from school, and it was so different, like because of the Japanese.
I think the lap Olympics were fixed.
You think so? I used to love it when it was the really rottens would win, but it only happened what, twice, Jeff?
Twice.
Didn't happen that often. Yeah.
I was always rooting for him too.
I need a fan in here. It's warm.
Well, this is
hey, while I've got
because the bracket's heating up, Stu.
While yeah, right. I'm sweating over this upcoming deal between Johnny Quest and Space Ghost. I don't like that.
Ouch.
Funny how it worked out that way, huh?
Well, while I have 25 seconds left, I wore this shirt today. Why? Because I got a call from Retro Game Rescue here in town. My TurboGrafx plus CD is all working now.
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Fantastic.
That is awesome.
So I'm like, how much? He goes, yeah, just for the labor. That's all we're charging you. And time. And he goes, it's not bad for a system you could probably sell for $900. I was like, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I didn't pay. I didn't pay a lick for it in the first place.
Speed Racer wins it.
Woo!
Did you guys see the movie?
I'll probably see that being upset.
Yeah, I liked the movie.
I need to see it. It's been on my queue forever.
Which movie?
Speed
The
Racer.
Speed Racer.
Oh,
Well, if you ever order the
I love
DVD
it.
set, look at the neck.
Exactly.
Even
Good laugh.
with-
Go watch my Speed Racer video.
I still
even
want
with that head on it, with all the head and all the stuff, it didn't come with the movie though, right?
No. This
All right.
is just the
That was
series.
totally different.
I still want that Speed Racer Funko, but it's so expensive now.
There you go. There's a screenshot from that video.
I remember that. That Speed Racer in the Mach 5 is so expensive now. The Funko Pop, it was like a couple $100 or something like that. It was insane.
Wow.
I got it over there.
It's at least 100.
Walmart carries a 3-pound can of ground beef cheaper than the fresh stuff you overpay for. Oh wow! Could you do that? A 3-pound can of ground beef? Would you do that? No,
I don't know.
I did go to Sam's and I bought the big, almost 10-pound tube of beef.
Isn't canned beef basically dog food?
Oh God, I wouldn't think so.
I don't know. I've never heard of it. I've never heard.
I don't know that I know of just regular ground beef canned.
I had some like meat substitute in a can once, like Loma Linda, like vegetarian beefy type substance, and it wasn't that bad. I didn't have it again, but I didn't.
Sure, you got the timer going? Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Super Friends versus Transformers.
Oh,
Gotta be Super Friends.
See, Super Friends is another one of those where I saw it on that preview program.
Yeah,
and they even ran ads in my comic books with those too.
Transformers, I did not see one episode of that, but I saw all the movies and enjoyed them. Some of them. Some of them was good.
I think that might be what Taco Bell uses. And Taco Bell, don't forget, puts a little bit of wood product in there too.
I thought you were going to say like horse meat or something.
McDonald's, Taco Bell, all of the places, Hardy, all of them put wood pulp in there. Spam. Spam, 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 and spam, spam, spam.
Wood pulp?
Yeah, wood pulp. Yeah, look it up online.
I believe you. I mean,
that's one of those things where I had a student tell me that. They're like, they put wood pulp in, and you're like, that is freaking ridiculous.
Intentionally?
And then, yeah, because it spreads it out.
So I'm like, I could think of better fillers.
Ted Knight as the narrator on Super Friends.
Yeah, he was great.
He was.
I don't think I realized that.
And then Casey Kasem played Robin.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and that guy who did Batman's voice on there was on Love Boat. He opened his mouth. I go, oh my God, that's Batman.
Really?
Yeah, from the Super Friends.
That's cool.
Oh, Billy.
What are we at for the timer there, sir?
It is done.
All right. I'm getting right into the next one.
80% for Super
We are running.
Wait, what one? Super Friends? Okay, there we go.
All right. Let's see. The Jetsons
Yes.
versus Thundercats.
Yes. Jetsons.
See, that's why I don't like this one either.
All right, here you go. Ready for the timer?
Yeah, I got it going. It's going.
Oh, there you go.
Jetsons is in my top 10.
Monroe.
See, I didn't put the Jetsons in mine, but I probably watched it more than I think.
Oh, I love that show.
I thought about
because I was always kind of like I loved all the sci-fi centric stuff like that.
And if you haven't seen the Thundercats blooper reel, that's on YouTube.
That is
what the heck is a Samaflange?
I love that. I should get that soundbite out.
I just like that Jetsons just was kind of like an updated version of the Flintstones. Sort of.
And there's nothing like the one line when Snarf's going to town and he shut the fuck up. I love that. That's classic. Oh man, yeah, Batmite. Ugh. I'll tell you what, I watched a lot of those Filmation shows. But like He-Man, I didn't really watch He-Man. I love the artwork because I'm a Filmation fan, but I couldn't watch it.
I maybe watched He-Man once.
Yeah, I probably watched it more than that, and time.
Jetsons takes it.
Jetsons.
84% for Jetsons.
All right, Stuart, here's your big one you want to see. Johnny Quest.
Tiger got addicted to it. Yes, I remember that one.
Versus Space Ghost.
And go.
Are you really worried about Space Ghost beating Johnny Quest?
Well, I love both of those. Those are like my top two shows.
See, I'm with Pete on this. Like, I'm just getting introduced to Johnny Quest now, and I love it. And I would probably vote for it over Space Ghost, but I actually watched Space Ghost. So,
I think Johnny Quest would kick Space Ghost's ass here.
Johnny is going to kick his ass.
He's going to send Bandit out to bite him right in the butt.
Well, I'll tell you what. Johnny Quest then there was a revival in the 80s. So actually, he goes 60s and 80s, but the one in the 80s ain't worth a shit.
Space Ghost.
I love Space Ghost. I love Space Ghost.
Stuart, did you vote for Johnny Quest?
I know I haven't been voting because I figured I don't need to. If it comes down to a tie, then I'll throw it down. Oh, you're talking about Sear? Or no, who? Me?
Yeah, because you're worried about Johnny Quest, but I think he's going to win easily.
Good. Yes, Tarzan Filmation. Yes.
Did you guys watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I love that show.
I loved the CDs.
It was so dumb. It was hilarious.
Yeah, we really liked the CDs they did from that.
I'm not aware of those.
The Jetsons Ways with Words and Television computer game. Huh.
Was there ever any other Jetsons game?
Scare the consumers. It's cellulose, which is plant fiber. So there you go. See?
I need the Jetsons Ways with Words for the Intellivision.
Uh-oh.
Very few of the 125 that I need.
That's a tough one.
Though.
Pete, how do you not have that?
What's our time at here?
Pete has literally.
We got it. Time's up.
How does he not have that?
Oh, I still need
Space Ghost
3 or 4 of the 125.
I didn't realize that. Were there any other games made about the Jetsons? I mean, like, or the Flintstones for that matter? Like,
no, see, television had a big Hanna-Barbera contract, licensing contract. So when the game designers would make games and the marketing would just be pushing and pushing and pushing, get a Hanna-Barbera license on that. So they had games that were released were like Scooby-Doo's Maze Chase and Jetsons Way with Words. There's other ones. There was a Yogi Bear game and a Flintstones game, which never were actually released. Was there any other ones, Lance?
I don't know if it counts Woody Woodpecker, but I think that's a different license.
That's a different. That's Lance or something.
Now, is it the Jetsons? One of them was supposed to be a Charlie Chaplin game at first. And then
really? I don't know which one that was.
That came out on the Intellivision areas. I think it was the Jetsons one.
Huh. But the Jetsons actually was released, although it was
Yes.
released for ECS. It's not a very prominent or easily found game. Let's put it
Well,
that way.
the Charlie Chaplin one would have had to have been without sound.
Right.
There you go.
Where do I go?
Why
Papa
did
Pete
not
plays
make
that
the-
Scooby Doo game,
not
and that
make
was
it.
pretty cool.
All right,
here
we
we
got
go. Scooby-Doo versus Charlie Brown. Go.
Oh,
Wise
come
Ass
on.
in the room.
Hey, this isn't fair. Oh, man. I'm just going to, like, close my eyes.
Come on and vote. 23 in chat.
The man who created Papa Pete is here. There you go. And the man that Papa Pete created is here. It works both ways.
Mhm.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
I hope Scooby wasn't watching when I clicked that button.
There's a lot of these, that the thing is of all the brackets we've done, there's been a lot where I thought, oh, I hope this one wins, and I'll be upset if they don't. But this one, there's nothing
Yeah.
here that they don't like.
Salvador, we keep trying to forget about Scrappy. It's
Thank
not
you,
working.
Oh,
Lance.
Scrappy is
That's
awful.
exactly where I was going to go.
Yeah.
It's like, trust me, no matter how we try, it just doesn't work.
No, it's Scooby Doo. It was about the guest stars.
Yeah.
It's like trying to forget there's a piece of shit on your floor.
What? Don Knotts is on Scooby Doo? Okay.
It's fairly close here.
I
Got
had to
15
give-
seconds.
I had to give Chuck some love, but I mean, I'm
Oh,
happy.
it's close. It's not.
Need to look through Lee Major's doll's bionic eye to see who wins this. And time.
Scooby-Doo.
Ruby.
Ruby Roo won. Very close.
Scooby.
And there's Ruby Roo right there in the background.
Oh.
That's what I call my daughter's dog, Ruby. Ruby Roo.
Oh, we got a good one here. Flintstones versus Hong Kong Phooey.
Oh, it's easy for me.
Ooh.
Who's Casey Karen?
I am calling upset in the next matchup. That's this one, I think, is what PJ's talking about.
Oh, I think so. It's got a good
Casey
chance.
Karen, I think was it auto fix or what do you call it? Auto correct came in.
Yeah.
Scooby don't do.
All right, ready for the timer? All right, go. Flintstones versus Hong Kong Phooey.
Ooh.
How much do you really love Scatman Crothers?
Mm.
I do, but
Oh boy, that's a tough one here.
it's a no-brainer for me.
I always remember watching The Shining and thinking about Scatman Crothers' character in the movie The Shining and thinking,
Oh, right,
what
right.
an absolute friggin' waste of time.
Yeah.
Then you read the book and you realize that
You don't die.
No, not the book. No. It's great in the book. It's incredible in the book.
Let's see, Scatman.
Great movie.
He was in Silver Streak.
He was, yeah. Oh, I love Scatman
Right,
Crothers. Great character actor.
Yeah.
But that The Shining, incredibly good movie, 10 times better book.
Right. That's where, when I'm bitching about a movie versus book, I go back to that one, and I think about, because I liked the movie, but
Yeah.
you're like, I suppose though, if you read the book, had the vinyl 45, you could read the comic. Yes, of Hong Kong Phooey. Cool.
That's
Cool.
neat. Yeah.
Because all I had was Marvel and I had a bunch of Marvel and one Batman and Star Trek. I had that one that I showed you earlier.
How's the time?
Yeah.
And it's almost and done.
Stu, I think mine's at 33.
Spider-Man.
Flintstones takes it.
Flintstones.
Well,
Flintstones
PJ,
will win.
I don't think
80%
that's the
for
way you went,
Flintstones.
so I'm surprised, PJ. I thought it would be closer than that.
All right, next one.
I think this was the first one I had, Captain America and the Falcon.
Cool.
I fell in love with it. I want to re-record these.
That's what, the Baron Zemo, or was it Phoenix?
Yes, the Phoenix. Yes, Baron Zemo's kid.
Wait, you want to re-record them? Like, you want to do the voices?
Yeah, because they're terrible.
All right, here we go. Schoolhouse Rock versus Super Friends. I spelled that wrong.
Ooh,
There you go. Schoolhouse Rock versus Super Friends.
that's a tough.
What a shame.
Pop hands. What's that?
My cursor is just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Trying to figure out
That
what's
sounds sexual.
I'm trying to think if you put one of the two on today, what would I rather watch? I guess, and what did I appreciate more back in the day?
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah. The Super Friends is full of Scooby-Doo physics. That's the tough part.
Yeah.
The whole group got together to go take care of some galactic problem, and Batman's just out there. And you're like, you're dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
He had a really good plane.
And how valuable was Aquaman on land? Let's see.
But there was always some way to, incorporate the need for some fish in there.
Yeah, it's somehow
Yeah.
flying fish, freshwater sharks. Who knows? I don't.
Aquaman, you go control the sharks.
Did they ever use piranha on there?
Probably did.
Oh yeah,
we were the butcher episode.
We did, yeah. Last night, absolutely, we watched it. It was very interesting. I thought it didn't touch nearly as much as it could have. It was more of a, it was.
Yeah, they went with that angle, which I never even heard of. The guy who sued him and won.
Same here. It just skipped right along the surface of the Abdullah the Butcher story.
And time.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Woohoo!
Oh wow!
I'm okay with that. I'm all right.
I'm okay with that too.
Especially since my Johnny Quest is still in there.
It was a total toss up for me.
Yeah,
I don't love that it's going up.
Both I love both.
Looney Tunes.
Schoolhouse Rock is a better show, a better creation.
Well, and like you said, Pete, if you watch it, I can still watch those now. I can suggest showing them to my high school, students.
And see how much it impacted you too.
Yeah.
I mean, on an
That's
educational level, but it was fun.
Yep. And when teachers don't take the advice or whatever, I'm just like, really? I mean, really?
All right, here we go. Spider-Man versus Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, which Spider-Man is this?
60s.
So the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show, that is the Chuck Jones stuff, right?
That's the one where they all come out here.
Oh,
Like the hit the hits. They all marched in the.
I think that's the Chuck Jones stuff.
It was the later. I mean, it was later, right? I mean,
yeah,
70s, late 70s.
That's the bulk of the stuff that I watched.
There's three versions of Bugs Bunny. You got the really early stuff, and then you got the middle stuff that was on Bugs Bunny Roadrunner, and then there was a later stuff that was just god awful that really wasn't on Bugs Bunny Roadrunner. It was, I don't know where it even aired at, but it was just terrible.
Well, that was like
80s stuff.
Yeah, that was like when Space Jam came out. Space Jam was great, though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you when Bugs Bunny and all of Looney Tunes actually jumped the shark was when Carl Stallings left. He was the musical director.
Yeah.
Once the music changed, it was
the music was just legendary. Yeah. I mean,
there were some great movies. There's a full-length feature film that is absolutely hilarious. And it's the absolute best Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner adventures. It's from about 83 or 84, I'd say. Anyway. But it's just clips of it's just made from, I can't remember the name of it, but I like to find it.
Time.
The Barber of Seville and the King Arthur's Court were just epic, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Bugs Bunny Roadrunner takes it.
76%.
Only 13 votes. Our votes are going down.
The local drive-in, JW's local drive-in, still plays the banned Looney Tunes episode.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's great. That's fun.
I have to drive about 3.5 hours to find a drive-in around here, but I love to go back. We had one the whole time I was growing up, right on the American side here.
Wow. Yeah, we had one right down the road from us. We go all the time. We have one near us, probably about like 30 minutes. We've been wanting to go.
That'd be a neat thing to do.
Oh yeah, it's been around I think since the 60s.
Which one is next?
All right, we got Rocky and Bullwinkle versus the Jetsons.
Oh, come on. You're killing me.
Go.
How do you think I feel? I got to put my Johnny Quest up against Looney Tunes.
God. Well, Rocky and Bullwinkle I inherited from my dad. My dad watched that.
I mean, those are both good shows. I mean, I know which way I'd go.
They're both in my top 10. I don't know.
Anybody see the Jetsons movie? Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah, I liked it.
That was the 80s or something, wasn't that? Wasn't it?
No, it's 90s, I thought.
Was it 90s? I did see it. I did.
Game hit the wrong choice. Oh no.
Maybe I'll try to find that. No, I didn't see that. Most of those reboots and movies like current day just don't interest me that much. But I would see that. The Tom and Jerry one looked absolutely awful. Just the preview, I couldn't even get through the trailer. I mean, that was
the one with Johnny Quest.
Wow, I think this is a huge upset.
What is it? I didn't even see it. Let's see.
It's close. Well,
no, it's close now. It's jumping back and forth.
I didn't expect it to even close. I thought Rocky and Bullwinkle would kill the Jetsons.
It depends.
No, I would figure the Jetsons.
Rocky and Bullwinkle is such a
I think it depends. Partially, it depends on how old you are, isn't it? I mean, because Rocky and Bullwinkle was on earlier.
Well, and time.
Same time, basically.
Well, out here, Rocky and Bullwinkle was like a Saturday on an independent channel, or Jetsons was every day. You know, it was on the weekdays.
Time's up.
I can't even remember. I mean, I remember Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I don't remember when I saw the Jetsons, but I saw a lot of it.
Wow. The Ketsons. That's a whole other show.
There you go. The Jetsons.
60% for Jetsons.
That's cool.
Go forward.
20 votes. Thank everybody for voting.
That was a lot of votes. All right. We got Looney Tunes versus Johnny Quest.
Oof. And go. Was there a new set of Rocky and Bullwinkle shows made recently?
I don't know.
Not that
I'm not sure, Stu.
I mean, there was the Boris and Natasha stuff. I think there was.
Let me take a look for that because I'm certain that there was.
There's a god awful movie with Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? Was that Rocky and Bullwinkle?
That was a nightmare, is what that was. Yeah.
It was a nightmare, is what it was.
I thought there was Boris and Natasha something or other.
Well, Papa Pete knows it's Boris. Was supposed to be in Bomb Squad.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah,
The bad guy from Bomb Squad was modeled after Boris.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Oh, really? That's cool.
In fact, in the manual, I think is Boris is the name of the terrorist.
He's still named Boris. Yeah,
you're right. Good call.
It won't be easy.
It won't be
better squirrel, Rocky or Sandy.
Figure out the code.
I'll never do it in time.
Oh no!
Yeah, here we go. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle from 2018, Amazon Prime Video.
Yikes!
And time.
Looney Tunes.
And the winner is.
Damn it! I mean, I figured that.
75% for Looney Tunes. 16 votes.
The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends by Jay Ward. Crusader Rabbit, Dudley Do-Right, Peabody and Sherman, Hoppity Hooper, George of the Jungle, Tom Slick, Super Chicken. And they designed the trademark characters for Captain Crunch.
Wow.
Interesting.
The guy who did Quisp was a animator too, and I can't think of his name.
All right, here we go. Simpsons versus Pink Panther.
Oh,
come on.
And go.
This is just getting like sadistic here.
All the bracket shows, they get tougher as
That's not
advance.
fair.
Like if a chiropractor starts bending your knee and you're like, ow, ow, and they just keep pushing, you're like, could you stop? No, I think I just about got it.
I can't. This is.
Or I always think about that with dentists too.
This is like my number 1 and number 2 like picks, kind of.
That's the way I feel about it, Camaro.
I absolutely love Pink Panther. God, the little guy with the big nose.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, I got to go with Pink Panther. But I mean, Simpsons was actually my number 1, but Pink Panther, and just for the sheer amount of Simpsons episodes that I've seen versus Pink Panther.
I don't, JW, I don't know if I can answer that.
Well,
and then there is, PJ says, Secret Squirrel.
Well, what if The Simpsons had the same art style as it did on the Tracy Ullman show, and they kept that? You ever see those early episodes?
Yeah.
It would not have been as successful.
Creed announced a reunion tour.
I don't think.
I'm not into Creed much. I do like some of their stuff. I think that's kind of cool that they want to do a reunion thing. I don't think that they saw out their career because of their fame. I think, like, Mike, it messed up Mike's Stapp, I think, a little bit, and time.
Yeah.
So
he lived near the rehearsal studio. He actually rehearsed at the same rehearsal studio as we did in Florida.
Wow.
And a buddy of mine was actually working with him at his house on some stuff, and very interesting. It was kind of cool. But yeah, I kind of figured this was going to happen because I think Miles is going to be doing other stuff in between. All those guys do different things, like
right.
Miles and Slash, Tremonti, his solo stuff.
Next up, Fat Albert versus Speed Racer.
And
ouch.
Go. Wow. I know where I'd go with that one, but
yeah.
We'll see how it turns out. What? I'm gonna look it up. I'm so sorry. Wow. I didn't get my nap today.
Yeah, neither did I.
And,
you know what?
And I just had dinner and dessert. So what I do support as far as a band called Creed is concerned, and if you've never heard it, they have to go by Southern Creed now. Oh,
Power up time.
There's my beer.
Your beer.
They have to go by Southern Creed, but on Spotify they have their first album, Creed, came out in like 78. So what in the hell is Jeff doing?
I'm whistling the Speed Racer theme.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, he was undermining. He was like, it was like
that. Yeah.
It was
CC Metals now turned it off.
Loves whistling.
Yeah, who didn't like whistling.
Yep, and I love the whistle.
Jeff, what are we gonna do here? Speed Racer is not doing well.
I loved both of these, but Speed Racer kind of sucks. Wow. I don't know how to take that.
This is the most disappointing vote of the night so far.
It's kind of interesting.
I went with Speed Racer just because of my disappointment with Bill Cosby, but I still love the show. But
yeah, right.
Like when it came down to it, I was like, well,
that's like one of my favorite reviewers out there of movies. You know,
hey, both had awesome theme songs.
Yeah,
yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
The bass line on Fat Albert and
I think Fat Albert was a better theme song, but I love both of them.
Fat Albert wins.
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's like that new Flash movie. One of my
that was fairly
reviewers,
close though.
Yeah,
was talking about the Flash movie, and I was like, yeah, I won't see that because I'm not really into.
All right, we're in the final 8.
That guy's a nut job, dude. That guy's a nut job too. What's his?
I know, right?
Gosh, yeah.
So,
I'd see it free on streaming. I'm not going to pay for it.
No, I'm just and I do well. And here's my thing too. Are you ready?
Yeah. The brackets get tougher and tougher going.
It's supposed to be pretty good, Stu. I just eventually.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo versus Fat Albert.
Ooh, and go. Wow. I always watch Speed Racer to see how weird it could get. Just what kind of crap Chim Chim and Spritle we're going to get into.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Voted for Speed Racer because oh man. Seemed like I was saying, what was I talking about?
Scooby Doo is like still going. That's what's like crazy.
Yeah, right.
Kind of like The Simpsons.
Going to send a go.
Although The Simpsons is pretty much the same
piece by piece
in characters.
Well, let's rephrase that. In spite of Scrappy Doo, Scooby Doo is still going.
Yes, right. That's pretty amazing.
Right?
You didn't drive him into the ground.
Did you mean shard by shard or piece by piece? I just thought I'd check that out.
Maybe she meant Pete by Pete.
Pete by Pete. Pete by Pete West.
And then that reboot Velma was a disaster.
Oh God, yeah, was it ever? It's too cold up in Canada.
How does Fat Albert beat Speed Racer and it does like nothing against Scooby Doo?
Because Scooby Doo is just huge.
I wanted to see
and it's on
Scooby-Doo
JD's
against Speed
screen.
Racer.
What's that?
And he's on JD's screen.
It's all because of those darn meddling kids.
All right, Scooby-Doo's got this wrapped up.
Yep, time.
I mean, Scooby Doo is just going to win. Well, it's Scooby Doo versus the Flintstones.
I don't know. It could be Scooby Doo versus Schoolhouse Rock.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, this is a big one here.
That's what she said.
Flintstones versus Schoolhouse Rock.
Yikes!
I know where I'm going to go.
I know where I got to go too, but I'm going.
Go.
Yabba dabba doo.
Better Van A-Team, Mystery Machine, or the Ninja Turtles?
Mystery Machine.
Mystery Machine all the way.
Mystery Machine, but I love the A-Team van. Let's see,
if you're driving around and you're trying to hide, be inconspicuous and blend in. The A-Team van.
I'm going to send Jeff to Papa Pete.
Hey, Pete, when I was in Canada...
are you going to do that in pieces too?
When I was in Canada, I got this bootleg Flintstones shirt. And it was the Flintstones as a punk band. And there was a cartoon bubble, and it said Yabba Dabba F-U, but spelled out. and my parents got it for me on the condition... My parents are cool. But on the condition that I never wore it to school.
Yeah.
First day I got home, wore it to school, and they made me turn inside out.
Just couldn't resist, could you?
JD, what the fuck?
I missed that shirt though. It was so good.
Mama C.
Now wait a minute.
Mama C doesn't want me anywhere near your house, Pete.
And time.
Wow.
YouTube
kind of funny. Some of these shows have been
86%.
Some of these shows have been cruising are now starting to take a beating in the late rounds.
What is Hyperstone Heist?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a
turtle game.
Oh, gotcha.
My statement is the YouTube channel wants to run a smear campaign against a 40-year-old video game. Who cares?
Curious George didn't make it in here.
It could be a
Curious George not make it.
Or a bulldozer.
Yeah.
I think there was at least one person voted for Curious George.
Yeah.
Six Flags St. Louis had a Scooby-Doo dark ride. Yes, it did. It was what oh good Lord, look at that.
Well,
they had to change, finally they changed to the Scooby-Doo thing because it was the freaking time tunnel for decades, long after you were at the most modern point in the ride.
I don't know.
With the landing on the moon, I think, or something. And
all right, here we go. Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Show versus the Jetsons.
Oh, and go.
God.
Go game go.
I can't even believe the Jetsons made it this far.
Yeah, I like the Scooby-Doo ride. Then it changed to what? What is it now?
The Scooby-Doo ride, is that the one where we could shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
I know. So nostalgic. But what is it now?
Is Brother Mike still on? Because we
I
have
don't think so.
at King's Dominion in Virginia, we had a Scooby-Doo roller coaster. It was awesome.
Well, you know what? They were just talking about that today. Unfortunately, I had to go to a memorial service for a gentleman who passed for cancer.
Sorry to hear
but
that.
his,
Sorry to hear it, yeah.
I appreciate that. His sister got up and talked and said that they went there and that they had a design idea. That was their favorite park. And they had a design idea and they worked a long time on this design for a roller coaster. And then finally they went to and they sent it to them.
Wow.
And they were like, no, we're not interested in doing a roller coaster that goes through a big pipe tube thing. And then they said years later they went to the park and there was the roller coaster.
Wow.
They designed.
Wow.
And time.
They went to King's Dominion?
Yeah.
Wow.
Spider-Man was the first #1 seed to lose.
Ooh.
Wow.
What's that again?
Spider-Man was the first #1 or the first
top seed.
4. Yeah, the first top seed to lose.
Lost to Bugs Bunny.
You know, it's possible to have a Bugs Bunny Roadrunner versus Looney Tunes finale.
I'm going to say this. I think maybe that Bugs Bunny Roadrunner didn't get up as high because of the confusion between voting or picking Looney Tunes. Bugs Bunny
Roadrunner. We're talking about that, and like I didn't know what to do because like I had a lot of extras at over 32, and you know that's kind of how I weeded some of them out. Is I was just like, all right, Looney Tunes and Merry Medleys is all inclusive. Moving on.
The best rock group that sucks at playing instruments.
Spinal Tap.
I guess.
I mean, I don't.
The best rock group that's terrible. I don't know. The Monkeys.
The Monkeys. I said.
Yeah. Simpsons versus Looney Tunes. Go.
And go.
That's not letting us slack here. He's pushing us right along. Then again, I've already started the Go Game Gone. So.
We're after rock group that sucks at past an hour and a half. We're gonna have to end the show, folks.
Probably Motley Crue, I guess. I don't know, but
Rush. No, I'm kidding.
I know, right?
That was a joke. Rush is one of my favorite bands.
I gotta vote. I gotta make sure the Simpsons does not go any further.
Mount Rushmore. I've never heard of that.
Looney Tunes.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
90% right now for Looney Tunes.
This is. Wow.
Oh, wow.
11 votes.
Yeah.
What if Looney Tunes goes up against Bugs Bunny?
It's basically all of
that's like
Looney Tunes versus just Bugs Bunny, and
isn't that like cannibalism?
Well, that just means Looney Tunes won. Like it doesn't even matter at that point. Like we don't even need to do that one.
Let's gotta get past Scooby-Doo first.
You're right.
So Looney Tunes and Simpsons were both in my top 10.
It ain't over till it's over. It wasn't over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor.
What the hell else are you supposed to do, you moron? That's so brilliant. What a great line.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I need to.
Me either. And time.
All right, Looney Tunes.
Watched it last week.
Oh, really?
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
I was thinking about watching all of the
Double Secret Probation.
All the Planet of the Apes movies, all the old ones and through the new ones.
I've only watched the first one, I think.
I love Planet of the Apes.
I didn't see the very last one. We need to. We've seen, I think, all the others.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last two.
They were good. Like the newer ones were pretty good. Even the Mark Wahlberg one was good.
Yeah, I didn't like that one, but I like the rest of them.
I'll disagree with you on that, but I did buy it. I found it really cheap, so I bought it.
The other ones were better as far as the newer ones go, but I mean, I was entertained in the theater when I saw it.
Yeah, so was my buddy, but he's usually the one that goes, "Man, the effects were awesome." I'm like, right, but the characters and the storyline was shit.
I thought you were gonna say, "So is my buddy," but he's an idiot.
No, I wouldn't say that. No matter if he is or not, I still wouldn't say it. They want approval to bottle water at Hiroshima site now. It was in the news last week.
Good.
Wow.
Right.
All right, ready? We got Scooby-Doo versus Looney Tunes.
Eesh.
This is quite the battle.
I can't even. Now I'm just clicking now. I mean, these are random clicks.
All right, and go.
Wow, this is a tough one.
My choice may be different if Bugs Bunny Roadrunner wasn't over there, and I think it's a better show. Like the show was better, and it included Looney Tunes. So
I don't know about, man. I just don't agree with that.
What?
Well, hold on. I just
Let the chips fall where they may.
let me
Vote,
look.
please. Vote.
Let me look this up.
point of order.
Bugs Bunny Roadrunner.
This is gonna be a close one.
We got a point of order.
That's
Okay.
what I watched every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. It was on CBS.
yeah.
What?
Bugs Bunny Roadrunner
Yeah.
So
show.
now did
Yes.
the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour have the one where Bugs Bunny had the run-in with the mobster guy, the little short mobster guy?
Finster?
All Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour was a compilation of Merry Melodies and Looney Tunes.
But it wasn't the early stuff. Like you would never see 1930s Bugs Bunny in it.
Yeah, so
No, probably
Looney-
not that early,
so
but close.
So technically then the Looney Tunes is the stuff with the oval-headed Bugs Bunny.
Right up through, because it is summer
Yep.
Looney Tunes, summer Merry Melodies. They did it for 50 years each,
Oh,
anyway.
for fuck's sake.
And then all the other shows were put together from it. Just that's the show that I remember from the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour.
Time.
Was the one from when I was a kid.
Oh,
Yes, they would have
fascinating.
Barbara Martian, and they would have Muggsy, and they would have all of them.
I love Marvin Martian.
Oh, wow.
Scooby-Doo.
Mm,
Wow.
What?
that could be an upset. You can
Yeah.
call that an upset.
I'm not.
Wow. Unless you're upset.
Scooby-Doo was the #1 seed, and he's in the finals. How about that?
Woo.
I have
How it
wooed
should
out in
be.
the other room. I don't know. Maybe I think somebody out there was very happy with that decision because Mama C is out in the living room wooing.
Like Ric Flair.
I'm echoing her in here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Scrappy Poo. We should just write. Yeah.
JWDs.
She went and put on her GoGameGo shirt as well, guys. So you know.
Scrappy poo.
Remember Wayne's World? That was one of my favorite parts of Wayne's World.
Like crappy pew.
Do you remember when? No.
All right, here we go. Flintstones versus Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show.
And
Nice.
go.
Woo! These are some heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
So Kurt said he went to Six Flags, right?
I'll be right back, guys. I voted.
We only got one left.
Kurt, I'm doing a gig out in St. Charles on August 4th. We're going to be out at the out at Parrots.
This is gonna be close.
Scooby-Doo.
I mean, these are both good shows, so you figure this would be a tough one.
At this point, they got to be right.
I mean,
Yes.
all I can do is just be happy that Smurfs isn't up here at all.
They didn't make the top 32.
No.
What about Muppet Babies?
Oh, what an oversight!
Although Pete thought that was all 32 of my choices.
Well, just wait till you do a bracket for the 2020s, the new adventures of Kylo Ren, and all that kind of stuff will come out.
Oh man.
Thank you, Lance. I hate it when I'm the only one that takes a dig at him.
No, my point is, it could always be worse.
I feel
It
lonely
should always
in my
be
shit,
worse.
in my
Yeah.
shit shoveling at Stu.
Yep.
Thanks for backing me up on that. Yeah, so Pete and time.
20 votes.
Whoa, Flintstones. Wow.
So
wow,
Pete, here,
really?
I'm
Bugs
shocked.
Bunny had 2 shots at it. Nope.
I got my long sleeve
Wow.
tee there, Pete.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised.
Is Mama C yelling? Oh, wait, she's
No,
supposed
I
to
don't
be
think she gives the rat's ass about that one.
The
Yeah,
animated
Scooby-Doo.
segments of Creep Show should make the cut. What about strawberry shortcake? I
I
think
like
that's
those
the
too.
question here. What about strawberry?
What are you making? I'll take one. Just bring it over.
Flintstones won, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Here we go. This is it. Scooby-Doo versus Flintstones. I think I know who's going to win.
Do you?
is it fixed?
For all the marbles. Okay, guys, got to vote.
Wait a minute. Does Las Vegas know that we're doing this?
All right, everyone ready? We got 19 people still here.
Can I put in a write-in vote for Cheers?
Cheers, the animated series.
All right,
And
here we
what
go.
is it, Jeff? Are you ready?
Scooby-Doo versus Flintstones. Let's go.
Go.
Oop.
Did I give him 2 minutes on this one?
I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, give them 2 minutes because we got to really think this one over.
You gotta get your shit straight on this.
I was so happy when Cheers won the sitcom bracket.
It was
one.
awesome. They
Whoa,
well deserved too.
50.
It made perfect sense.
Tied. 50-50. Dead heat.
I just don't know.
It's gonna need the tiebreaker.
We're doing pretty good on time, though. We're only 15 minutes over.
Yeah.
Well, 16.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so you can't see the poll.
Scooby-Doo's breaking away.
Oh, wait, she
60,
got it.
40, 62, 30.
Oh, that's Poll, P-O-L-L. Okay. Pete, keep your pants on.
Scooby-Doo's inching away.
We got a minute left. Call your friends.
I just got that.
The keep your pants on part.
Yes.
What's funny is I just bought pole position.
Oh,
Dude.
On Switch?
No, for Atari.
Oh, it was just released on Switch, I think.
Cool. My cats love producing Scooby-Doo snacks for my dog. Oh. Ah.
Hey, you know what I
Those are Scooby-Poo snacks.
there we go. Hey, you know what I learned the other day? Pete might know this, but I was watching a show on Atlantis. It was the William Shatner it's sort of like In Search Of, but it was about Atlantis.
unexplained.
So they were talking about all these variations of Atlantis, and after all the descriptions, I realized that Edgar Casey's version of Atlantis, he was like a psychic or something like that, was what the video game is based on.
Really?
Wow.
The
Magic game?
And I just saw this the other day. I know it's random, but
That's pretty cool.
yeah, this was the sci-fi version of it.
Ruby.
And
Scooby-Doo
the winner
cake.
is.
Wow, there it is.
Nice.
I don't think Scooby-Doo really had a problem at any point, did they?
Nope.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Woo,
They must have
Scooby-Doo.
fed him full of snacks tonight.
Man. Well, that's awesome.
In spite of Scrappy, Scooby-Doo takes it.
And there you go. Ryan's got the phrase of the day for the
Yes.
winner.
Yes.
Flintstones would have won if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
By the way, that Scooby-Doo movie was pretty bad.
Very cool, Papa Pete.
Did anybody see the Scooby-Doo movies?
Oh
I saw
yeah.
the first one.
Like the live action ones? Yeah, that was okay. The second one, I just could not get myself. What was it called? Scoob or something like that?
Well, no, it was Scooby-Doo 2, I think.
Well, did you see the Flintstones live action
there's
ones
two.
with
Yeah, the Flintstones live action, the first one wasn't terrible.
Yeah, this latest movie is Scoob, and it's got the CGI'd Blue Phantom and Dynamite.
Hard pass.
Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Hard pass on that. I'm not even going to see it free on
we have a
because
winner.
they're in it, I want to see it.
Who?
Thanks to everybody for voting.
Yeah, thanks everyone for showing up for voting.
Really.
And don't forget, next time we do one of these bracket shows, make sure you turn in a list so you can get your favorites in there.
Yeah. They can't win if you don't play. And then next week we're doing Mario Kart again.
Yes, we're going to play the new tracks.
Gonna play the new tracks.
We'll do
And
that
then
during
coming up-
this time, Wednesday.
Yeah. Coming up at the end, I think towards the end, I don't know if Mike ever gave me a complete answer on and he was here earlier and didn't say anything. So we're checking on late August. We're talking about doing the Battle Royale again in in Rocket League. So,
and I'll just say one other thing is somebody's birthday's coming up really soon, like maybe next Tuesday night. So Jeff and I will be streaming some birthday theme games if we can find something along theme, or frankly anything that Jeff wants to play, because it's his birthday on my channel next Tuesday night. Ooh. And we might have some surprises and maybe some special guests, or I don't know what we'll do. We're gonna have a little GoGameGo celebration for Jeff's birthday next Tuesday on my channel.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
That'll be
birthday
fun.
to Jeff.
Thank you.
Please vote GoGameGo YouTuber of the month.
That's right.
Yeah, over at the
I
Real Bit Wars.
I couldn't figure out what you were talking about. I didn't find any place to vote.
I put a link in here. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I went to the link. It was just some guy's video.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Get in the comments.
How do you vote?
Just go to comments and say, I vote for GoGameGo.
I vote GoGameGo. Simple as that.
So is this how we're dressing for your show?
The name should be YouTuber of the month for July.
Thank you so much. Pick auto racing, Jeff.
No, you will never see me play that again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Put it back up there. I'm sorry.
That does me no
come
good
on,
because
that'll be nice. Don't bake him a cake. Buy him a cake.
Hold on, that does no one any good. Me putting that up there.
But no, the bracket shows are always fun. Always special events on the channel. Any ideas for another one? Which I imagine be a few months. You don't want to do it too often.
Yeah, we were talking about doing one a quarter, and I just had some ideas that we were talking about.
Best Scooby-Doo episode. Is it Harlem
Globetrotters? We've done Candy Bar. We've done sitcoms.
Jeff, you mentioned that we're going to do a little different on the lists, right?
Oh, yeah, coming up. Because when I put these lists together, I realized that I would say at least half of the votes that people have just don't really go anywhere. I mean, like the bottom half, it's kind of doesn't make any difference. So to make it simpler for everyone, including me, thinking just turn in your top 16. Because when I look at all of our top 16s, they are so different. I mean, they're not even close to the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we'll still come up with probably 50, 60 items or whatever.
Different things, whatever.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's that link again to Real Bit Wars for July. No, it's just thinking it'll be great if once we get 32 of these, just put all the winners in.
Well,
Once
we get to 32 brackets, we need to do a bracket of the brackets that we've done.
That's right. Best bracket show.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. That's what you just said.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't tracking. Sorry.
I mean, can you imagine though trying to choose between Reese's peanut butter cups and Cheers?
Especially when they go so well together.
It would just be crazy.
Why do I have to choose? I want to eat one while I'm watching one. If you want to go all Seinfeld about it.
What was the theme show winner? Was that Cheers too?
The what?
I think so.
Oh, the theme song?
Theme song.
I don't remember.
Didn't we do one?
I don't think so. I think we've talked about doing it.
We've talked about it, and I think like some of our decisions, I don't know or if our decisions were based on it, but like the TV show bracket, we talked a lot about it. But I mean, I think that would be phenomenal.
I think we should do a bracket show on topics we don't cover. We don't need no stinking topics.
Best soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't think we've done the theme song one.
Wait, let's do a bracket. Let's do a
movie
bracket
nights.
show.
Best movie soundtrack.
Let's do a bracket show of the 16 people who have never been in our kitchen.
That's right.
I think somebody had mentioned best albums.
I mentioned best debut album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what one's going to be on both of our lists.
It's got to be Van Halen 1.
That would be one of them. And Jeff and I would share one.
I would have to get the
No,
neck. I would have.
Jeff and I would share more than one.
I would have.
Are We Not Men?
Yeah, Are We Not Men?
That
would be fun.
Van Halen 1 though changed everything.
Oh no, it's absolutely. It would definitely be on the list. Definitely.
Oh shoot.
Toto, they'd have to be on their first album. Have to be on the list.
Casey, I didn't even see your super chat come through. Sorry. Thank you very much.
I mentioned it earlier.
Well, you
Yeah,
didn't say you wouldn't be playing that game again.
Another good one right there, JW. Yes, nice.
Okay, how about best pizza topping?
Oh, I don't know if I'd have 16 of those.
I bet we could come.
Oh,
yes.
Game shows.
What about Iron Maiden?
Debut album.
Oh, debut album. Yeah, great.
Sex Pistols.
Well, they only have one.
There you go. And they needed the man to put it out.
They did.
How stupid was that?
That's true.
Fuck everybody, but we need you to put our record out if you wouldn't mind. Sir. We hate you.
Guns
But
N'
you
Roses.
put my record out.
Guns N' Roses. Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, hell yes. Damn straight. All right. Well, we'll keep.
I like that. I like that best debut album idea.
The Ramones.
I was thinking Ramones earlier.
All right, I guess that's it, guys.
Yep.
Well, cool. It was
another
fun.
bracket show in the books.
Yeah. Before I sit here and think too much about records.
Pole Position Recharged. I agree. That would be cool. Although that's kind of like.
But in the recharge style, though?
Horizon Chase is kind of pole position-ish.
Are we talking about that now because of Pete?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody put it up on the
Pole
screen.
position. Sorry.
Somebody put it up on the screen on the chat.
Pete has something he needs to be doing. Pole position.
Well, thanks, everybody. That was fun.
All right, and one last thanks to PJ Smith.
Wow.
Television Gamer. And Television Gamer. Much appreciated, guys.
And thank you, Mama C, for letting us pop up Pete on this special night.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that he's 2 hours ahead. So,
yeah.
All right. So we'll see you next week for some Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. It'll be fun.
And then we'll be ready to rock, and we'll get the next bracket ready to roll, and we'll do that in the next quarter.
I think for this one we did a poll at one night, and
I think you're right. I think you're
Maybe
right.
in a couple of weeks we can do a poll, and then another month we'll get it out.
That sounds perfect. That sounds like a plan. I love it.
All right.
What is this guy doing?
Casey, what are you doing?
Oh, Pete.
Casey's in the house.
Well, I think right now though, he's got a couple of pennies.
It's like a bidding war.
He got him by a penny though, doesn't he?
Yeah, we better get out of here before anything else happens.
No, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, fight breaking out.
Thank you very much, guys. All right, we will see you
everybody
next week.
Yeah, thank you,
guys.
Lance,
Thanks.
JD, Pete.
Yeah, thanks everyone on the panel.
Great seeing everybody.
Everyone in chat. Thank you.